They all in the sewers and south in the closet. I'ma stay calm to the sound, to the sound, to the sound. On the floor to the steps, build, that with the pain to the steps. Got no paper, told him quit the pocket, watching jeans ripping at the seams, holding on some dead foes. Schizophrenic with the bag, listen to the money, nigga praying every day. Glad to say I was broke, tell him battle. Now I got my bands up, 1000 on the bill just to keep the pants up. Only on the real note, I couldn't fake what I've been doing. All my real ones know this nigga riding for his 53, I'm throwing up, they see the chain, I keep it tough. Say she feeling a little nigga, try luck. Say she love me for my smile, so I'm looking mean as Seen his days squawking, so I'm keeping feathers plucked. Boy, I got a bump with ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump fun. Boy, I got a bump with ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump fun.
That's how I be happening. This for all my not a baby. For my ladies on stage, they clapping. Transaction, cause your mama need a mansion. Get crackin', put them in the. Can't forget the yellow brother in. Shed so many tears, lost 100 friends. Every time I see them, I'ma need that. Believe that. Label tryna give me feedback, tell me bring the streets back. Fans said they want 2015 rings. Drop big fish, cuz been weak since.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Southern Nevada and Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. Here's the veteran Will Lutz to get us going. Off we go from Vegas. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. First and 10. Minshew going to open up with a throw. He'll complete it to Adams.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. The first run for Alexander Madison. And he's going to take this past the 45. And that's good enough for a first down.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
Again, it's Madison. And he'll bring this across midfield as this drive is taking shape. A gain of 7 on that one.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 47-yard line.
2nd down and 3. Back is Minshew. To the outside, it's brought in by Adams. His 2nd grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
On the handoff, it's Madison. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. The shotgun, a throw for Minshew. That's to the right side, and incomplete. Trying to get it to his tight end, Brock Bowers. 3rd down coming up.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Seventh play of this opening drive, and here's 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Minshew. Open man, left side, he's got it. They get 18 on that one. Good for a Raider 1st down.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Putting the tight end in motion. Here's Minshew now on 1st, and the rush too strong. They're in there in a flash for the sack.
The offense goes from feeling really good about their previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense, immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now it's the veteran, Amir Abdullah. And let's give him about 4 on that one. The linebacker, Cody Barton, in on the tackle. Play 10 of this opening drive. And here's 3rd down. Man in motion here is Tucker. On 3rd and long, it's Minshew. And that is incomplete.
Just a great example of not only the anticipation, but the instincts to go break that pass up, Mike. You can see he's clearly looking at the quarterback's eyes. And once that ball was delivered, he's just attacking it and breaking it up.
Carlson's kick is good. And the Raiders are out to an early 3-0 lead.
And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good, positive result.
This returnable from the 4. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. A first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. And he'll fight forward for a couple of yards, but a flag is down, and the linemen are already walking back. a run here. It's McLaughlin. And this play's going nowhere. Taken down behind the line. A great way for this defense to get on the field and get started.
Where a defender makes his tackles tells you a lot about his abilities. And for an interior defensive lineman, Mike, to make plays on the outside of the formation just speaks to his speed, his effort, his ability to run down the line. And we saw it here, and he takes the back down for a loss.
That will make third down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Cortland Sutton, the intended receiver, and it's going to lead to fourth down. The Broncos bringing out their punter. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line.
At their own 36-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 36. Man in motion here is Tucker. They'll start on the ground, and here's Madison. That one never got started. Too much defensive pressure. They drop him in the backfield. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Here's Abdullah. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down. From the gun, here's Minshew. This throw right side is caught by Adams.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
And he's not going to get anything out of this one. They force him laterally out of bounds. No gain on the return.
At their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll run it for the first time with Javonte Williams. Off the play fake, here's Nix. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Linebackers in general have the reputation of being very instinctive players, and I think we saw it there on that last pass breakup. The ability to diagnose and read the play almost before it even starts. It allows them to be in the right spot at the right time and allows them to make the play.
Now, a second down throw for Nix. He'll get that to Javonte Williams. And he's taken down up past the 35.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And there wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And with defenders closing in, he says enough is enough and slides to a halt there. A big play there on the scramble. It's a gain of 34. Here's 1st and 10. Mims set in motion here. Nix now to throw it here on 1st down. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. It's the Raiders with the early lead. And we're back in Vegas after this. Second down and 8. Mims sent in motion here. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
This is already a little better than the first time they had the ball, Mike. Remember, opening possession, 3 and out. Showing some signs of life here now. Nice pick up there by the back to pick up the 1st down.
That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped. And that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league, and it results in a negative play.
2nd and 11. Throwing is Nix. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass ball is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Throwing. Nix. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack. And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. The drive starts with a run by Madison. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. They get the big tackle out of UCLA, Colton Miller there. Minshew out of the pistol here. Throw over the middle, brought in by Adams. And a big strike for good yardage there, all the way up to midfield.
Every defense in the league, Mike, they stress the importance of defending the middle of the field. It's the most valuable real estate in football. And in this case, that's just too much room to operate. They have to find a way to close and cloudy up those windows, make the quarterback throw the ball to the sidelines. When you allow him to operate in there, especially with that much space, you're going to make for a long day.
A handoff, running left, it's Madison. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, it'll open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. And nothing doing on that one. He'll go down behind the line.
This is a play we've seen this offense have success with in the past, but here you have to wonder if they maybe tipped their hand a bit because that one went nowhere.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. In motion, that's the tight end, Mayer. Minshew. That's caught. It's the tight end, Brock Bowers. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. They'll try and throw with Minshew. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
That is no good. He missed it. And this is going to remain a 3-3 game.
Man, that's just tough on an offense, Mike. I mean, you work so hard to get in position to take the lead, and it just doesn't work out.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And now for a 2nd time, he loses the football.
Now, obviously, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security. But it makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall on top of it, and at least you can maintain possession.
2nd down. Nix. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
In the midst of a tight game like that, you're looking for every play that you can make to try to gain advantage. And if you can continue to get after the quarterback, disrupt the rhythm and timing of this quarterback in the second half, that could be the difference of you being able to pull away.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Nix from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
The most important stat line to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential. Your ability to protect the ball and on defense take the ball away. And for any offense, that's even more critical when you have the ball on your side of the field.
Yeah. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football.
At their own 24-yard line.
Tight end on the move left. They'll run up the middle. It's Madison. And this is going to be a Raiders first down. This has got this up to the 35.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. They'll fake the give, and now it's Minshew. That's caught left side by Bowers. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Talk about a thing of beauty. Mike, did you see how many tight ends were on the field on that last play? They call it 13 personnel because there's 1 running back, 3 tight ends, 1 wide receiver. So everybody on defense is thinking run. They catch them off guard a little with the pass, and they take advantage of it with a big gain downfield.
They'll go here with Madison. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Now Minshew. That's to the right side and caught by Bowers. He is in. Brock Bowers. Touchdown Vegas. Touchdown number 9 for the year. What a catch and run by the tight end as he takes it into the end zone and finishes the play. Greg, you know what that's like. Tight end touchdown.
Mike, so often the tight ends are considered to be the possession guys, right? They're the guy you throw it to when you need an easy catch, you need a reliable target. But not this guy. He is a downfield weapon, and he just showed you right there what he's capable of.
Now return coming from the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Williams. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. It's another run here for Williams. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. much to go here till halftime. We'll return to Las Vegas after this. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Working out of the gun, it's Nick. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by their rookie linebacker.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
In motion, that's the tight end, Mayer. Minshew now to throw on 1st and 10. Finding his tight end, Mayer. He's close to a 1st down. To gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. 2nd and a yard. Minshew going to look to throw. On a throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently. Not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
On the give, this is Madison. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down. At least it appears that way. He got it maybe by the length of the football.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Minshew. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
So after their defense gives them a gift on their last drive and gets them the ball back and on the field, they nearly return the favor following that dangerous throw of their own. And at this point, they're lucky to walk away with just an incompletion.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here's Minshew. This one intercepted.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Nix. He'll take a shot with Mims. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 73 yards. Touchdown, Denver. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run. We've got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Throwing on 1st and 10, it's Minshew. And this ball's going to be incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Just doesn't seem to me right now that he's seeing the field very well. I mean, that last possession results in the pick. You'd expect him to come back out here and be a little bit more careful with the ball, find easier completions, find the better matchup. But instead, he puts the ball back in harm's way, and he's lucky that wasn't another interception.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Putting one of their tight ends in motion left. They're going to go play action now with Minshew. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
This time they stay on the ground. He's got the 1st down and more to the 45, 20, 15, and he is gone. 70 yards. Touchdown, Vegas. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the 1st half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This will be returned from the 6. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. First and 10. Here's Nix to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Robert Spillane. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
We had a chance to talk to the defensive coordinator the other day, and remember what he told us, Mike? He said, we know how talented this young rookie quarterback is. He can make all the throws. We've seen him do it in college. But it's a different animal now doing this in the NFL. We think we can make him force some bad throws and make some bad decisions. And so far here in the 1st half, that's exactly what they've done.
Here's Minshew now on 1st and 10. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this 1st half.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Throwing on 2nd down is Minshew. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this 1st half.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
That is not going to do it. Tried to bite off a lot with that one. It's no good. And this is going to remain a one-possession game. Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. They run over center with Williams. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Look him up on a second down and 8. Back to throw is Nix. Finds his tight end, Dulcich. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. Gains nothing.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line.
These wide outside the number throws. This is where a quarterback really gets to show off his arm strength and arm talent. This puts a ton of pressure on the defense because now they say, all right, we have to defend every single blade of grass.
They'll run. This is McLaughlin. And he'll bring it inside the red zone. Finding space. Gain of 7. Inside the 20. Second down and 3. Now Nick's going to look to throw. He connects with Mims. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a first down.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
Here's the give up the middle with Williams. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards, and that leads to third down. To throw is Nix. This one caught at the 4. And this won't be a touchdown, but it will be a first down as they're able to get the conversion and set up first and goal.
Well, they finally are able to convert on a third down. And, Mike, when you look back at a box score, some of the biggest indications of how well the game went, of course, you don't want to turn the ball over. How do you execute in the red zone? And then how are you on third down? Third downs typically lead to long drives. Long drives tend to lead to points.
And he will power his way into the end zone. Jaleel McLaughlin. Touchdown, Denver. Lutz for the extra point. The kick is good. Broncos will come back to tie things at 17. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Now Madison. They get the guard, Jackson Powers Johnson. On the ground, it's Madison. Not much. Second and long coming up. Man in motion here is Tucker. From the gun, here's Minshew. To the right side, hauled in by Myers. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
Here comes 3rd and 6. Throwing is Minshew. Here's a screen set up for Abdullah. And he's going to get there. He got the first down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
The best time to call a screen is when the defense is anticipating pass. So some of these 3rd and medium, 3rd and long situations, it's the perfect time. Allow that defensive front to rush the passer. Just get through the offensive line enough before you drop it to your back. Get out behind those big offensive linemen and pick up the first down.
And they'll get about half of what they needed to pick up a 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game, where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield, so that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
Minshew out of the pistol here. That'll be taken in. It's Alexander Madison. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game. Just one more thing for the defense to have to defend. Make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone. Defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing it.
Into space. The speed on display. He's in. Devontae Adams. Touchdown, Raiders.
There's so many elements of this play, Mike, that are just so impressive. Not only the ability to break tackles and make guys miss, but then the speed to say, okay, I can make guys miss, but I can also take it to the house. I mean, there's just not a lot of backs in the league that have that combination skill set. They're fortunate for them. They've got one here, and he makes a big play here for a touchdown.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll go with Williams. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped. No gain.
Now, a second down throw for Nix. That's taken in by Franklin. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. He gets this one complete to Reynolds. And they will finally catch up to him and get him down.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. You can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points. The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Reynolds is the motion man here. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And to pick up 3 or maybe 4, it is Max Crosby there to wrap him up. So, both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through. Big play coming up. This is third down. They'll go play action with Nix. Got his man at the 6. And he's into the end zone. Cortland Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. A huge touchdown there in the fourth quarter, And now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. They'll stick to the ground. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, 4th quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And that's a big gain there as they try to go take this lead.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll send a tight end in motion. They'll run here. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll run. And he's close to the 1st down. Gets 4 yards on the gain, but it will bring up 3rd down. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. He'll be brought down at the 37, but that is good enough for a 1st down.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the 1st down, and they're able to convert.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Here's Abdullah. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, here comes Madison. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Now an important one coming here. Tie game, late, and this is third down. He'll try and throw with Minshew. He's got it at about the 8, and he will score. Jacoby Myers. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the fourth quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now that pressure shifts to your defense, your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
Carlson able to knock through the extra point, and the Raiders will go up by 7. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. That ball going to hop into the end zone. It's a touchback that will come out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Play action now. It's Nix. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
On 2nd down, a run with Williams. A gain of 11 on that one. 1st down, Broncos.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
On 1st down, here's Nix to throw. Got it into the hands of Mims. That keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
There's a saying on defense, Mike, tips and overthrows, you've got to get those. Those got to turn into interceptions. So if you're the offense here, after you saw that ball batted in the air, man, I can promise you it felt like a lifetime waiting to see if it just falls harmlessly to the ground.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Williams. And they've got it. Going to pick up the 1st down there. Right around midfield. From the shotgun, here's Nix. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'd say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down. He was looking for Marvin Mims there, and it'll bring up 2nd down. They'll throw. It's Nix. That is brought in downfield by Sutton. And he'll be taken down.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Sure, they're thinking about the decision after the touchdown since they're down 7. But first, they've got to get the TD. It is 1st down and goal. And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
Sometimes you run all those big bodies out there, you kind of tip your hand. I always love going big jumbo personnel for a play action. In this case, they keep the ball on the ground. The defense knew it was coming, and they suffer a loss.
Backed up to the 3. It's 2nd and goal. One more time for Williams. And he's going to go backwards on that one. Take him down back at the 6-yard line.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. This crowd doing everything they can before 3rd and goal. They'll drop to throw. And he's in. Bo Nix. Touchdown, Denver.
All right, so Mike, now the interesting thing is, do you want to take the lead with still enough time for your opponent to get the ball back to go to try to win it? I think I'm kicking the extra point here, tie the game. I don't want my opponent in a fast 2-minute mode to try to win this game in regulation. Now I'm playing for overtime.
Tie game. Still time to break that tie, though, as you see. Maybe run a 2-minute offense. And the kick's in the air. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. This is 1st and 10. They put Adams in motion. Madison. And a minimal gain here, only to about the 31.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 31-yard line.
Here comes 2nd down. The shotgun, a throw for Minshew. Toward the sideline and taken in by Adams. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
You want to be a star in the NFL, Mike? These are the high-pressure moments that you can't shy away from. The greats, they embrace it. Tie ball game, 4th quarter. The game is on the line. Everyone in the stadium knows where that ball is going, and I can't blame them.
Throwing on 1st and 10, it's Minshew. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2-minute. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point, and after that 1st down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
Minshew to the air on 2nd down. And that one incomplete.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big third down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have fourth down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive and see if they can pull out the win here late.
A massive play here. Late, tie game, third down. To the air once more is Minshew. And this ball incomplete on third down.
When this offense took the field, in their mind, Mike, they want to end this game in regulation. You do not want to play for overtime. But now as this fourth down comes up, I think this coach has a decision to make. Do you remain aggressive and keep the offense on the field and try to end it here? Or do you make the safe play and punt the ball away and settle for overtime?
And this is going to be a beauty. Touchdown at the 2-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Nix to throw. This one taken in by Reynolds. And an important gain there as they move out past the 20-yard line. And before the snap, we have a whistle, and this could very well be a false start. Awful time to get a penalty. Now 1st and 15. To throw is Nix. He'll take a shot with Mims. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
He's got it to the tight end, Dulcich. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
Really nice job here by the tight end, understanding that if you're not open, get open. And if you are open, stay open. He found a nice void in the zone on the backside of the defense, friendly to the quarterback. Nice pickup.
Here's 1st down. Throwing is Nix. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. It's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
Here we go. One final play. He'll take a shot with Mims. And that's going to be incomplete. They took one last chance here in regulation. It does not pan out, and we are headed to overtime. So, overtime coming up, not a playoff game, so a quick reminder of the rules. Each team gets one possession unless the opening possession is a touchdown. Then it's game over. Any defensive score ends the game. Each team gets a couple of timeouts, and all replays come from upstairs. If the first OT ends in a tie, so does the game. 4 quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. This one taken at the 7. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Back to throw is Nix. Finds his tight end, Dulcich. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
On the ground, McLaughlin. He's able to get away from one man, but those reinforcements, they got there quick. Take him down behind the line.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
On 2nd down, it's Nix. This one's going to be taken in over the middle.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. Quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
3rd and a yard. Out of the shotgun, they give it to Williams. A gain there of 10 yards. Good for a Denver 1st down.
And that's a heck of a run there on 3rd and 1. So often these backs, they're just thinking, all right, just get 1 yard, pick up the 1st down. But not this guy. He's thinking, I know where the marker is, but I'm going to pick up as many yards after that as I can. That's exactly what he does. Fresh set of downs.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. That is caught! He got it! And that's a game winner here in overtime. So it is a win for the visiting Broncos. They had to work for this one. All even through 4 quarters, able to get the breakthrough in overtime to come away with a victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.